King of the Hill is a way to play this one, right? So you have that win condition, but it also should be regicide. Um, don't actually see the kings unless I'm blind.
Oh, we'll get your
Oh,
T90
nope.
blind emotes in the chat.
They're out there.
Yeah.
They're out there, never mind. And how
Oh,
have you been doing the introduction for the civs? Because the civs are all so different, you know?
they are different. Well, first, if you want to find the king, I think it's Control Alt Comma to find it. Let's start with Modri, and we'll go clockwise around the civs.
Sure.
Sure. So Modri, let's see, he went for the Elephant Archer civ. He has the Sicilian's bonus, and then the Fatoria, and a few bonuses on top of Elephant Archers. So it looks like he has some eco bonuses for the villagers, and he wants to pump out Elephant Archers.
Okay. And then here for Deontay, this is the player that we had determined wants to clearly go for King Snipes. We've got gunpowder bonuses and the unique units Conquistadors, including First Crusade, which gives you +7 Conquistadors out of each TCs with a max of 5. So
Yeah,
I think this should
you
be
can get up
crazy
to
for
35 of
Deontay.
them. And
Yeah.
another thing, First Crusade also provides conversion resistance. He also has lots of elephants. Yeah, he did a new team bonus where you upgrade elite battle elephants to royal battle elephants. So that
Okay.
First Crusade also stacks on top of the elephant bonus.
What is Deontay doing with this villager right now? He's
The wolves have
bringing...
100 food on them.
Ah, okay. Makes sense. Because I know that you like to talk about that possibility. So I figured something was up. So he's like, okay, I'm going to boom with wolves. And I told you this guy would be prepared, man. He actually is he's on my game finding team. So we're always searching for matches together. And he's always doing Age of Empires stuff. And I love this, man. This is so cool. I don't think we'll see
He
anyone
knows
else.
what he's doing.
Yeah. All right.
It's because when you attack a wolf, you turn from a hunter or a shepherd or whatever into a villager, and the villager gathers faster than the hunter. And the fastest food you can get in the game is from the wolves.
All right. Also going to dock, it looks like. Maybe get some fishing ships up on the shore fish. And then we have Flightless Bird. Real quick before I let you talk about that, because we've got to loop around here and do that. I'm seeing the icon is the same for Andy and for Ganji. Is that a problem, or is that something that can happen?
I think that's just the default icon, and they didn't bother to change it.
Okay. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
All right. Anyway, we got Flightless Bird here, who named his civ Carthage, and he's going for an elephant civilization. Again, he didn't go for the battle elephant, he went for the war elephant and stacked extra HP, faster movement speed, cheaper costs. Pretty much all of the elephant bonuses he could get, along with faster working farmers, and of course the Corvinian army tech, so his elephants will cost only food and no gold.
Okay. All right, got it. And then here in the orange, we've got Ganji. High-level player, plays on Team ROR, Rulers of Rome, very good, and loves his community game settings. Ganji's gone for a Cav Archer Civ. Now, I'm excited to see the clash of styles, right? A Cav Archer Civ, he's going to have very tanky Hussars and stable units with the plus 30% HP, plus the plus 20% hit points starting in Feudal. I expect Cav Archers, Hussars, and then Hufnitze, which is
Yeah, he does
normally
have the
the
Hufnitze.
Bohemians.
And he also
Yeah.
has the Camel Archer as his unique unit, so all those Cav Archer bonuses should stack onto that.
All right, cool. People are still worried that Andy doesn't have the right civ. I'm going to look. I think he does have the right civ, so we're good there.
Well, let me
Should
check
be-
the... he does.
Yeah, okay, cool.
He's saying he doesn't like it, though.
That's great.
Anyway,
By the
well,
way,
next...
Eli bringing in wolves at the moment.
Oh,
Before we
he's
continue.
got a lot of them. He's got 5 or 6 of them there.
Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, Hammer Time could lame that with his scout. He's got to
Being
run
a
away,
nice
though.
guy. Doesn't want to make any enemies early.
It's going to be well-timed, just as the elephant was expiring, too.
He could lose Vills, though, because like there's a lot of weak villagers here.
He has Loom, though.
True. It's not pretty, but it gets the job done here, I suppose. Nice
It
job
does.
from Eli.
No, there's still one wolf there. He's not finishing it off. I don't think it'll kill a Vil, though.
Okay.
Anyway,
Hammer
next,
time.
Next we got Hammer Time, and this is the civ that... So he stacked bonuses, like the Goths, the Aztecs, the Japanese, the Celts, the Burmese, all of the infantry bonuses. He stacked on top of Karambit warriors.
Yeah.
And he also used the Corvinian army tech, so they only cost food. I think these Karambit warriors are 20 food for him. And they also have +5 attack against elephants.
Well, he expected that there would be elephants because they did this hidden, for those that don't know.
Yes.
So that was smart. I'm not sure how good they're going to do against the camel archers to his right. I feel like a lot of camel archers and hussars could dominate there, but I guess we'll see. And then for, who is it in the teal here? Eli, who we just saw. I love his name. Has anyone seen my car keys? I love that.
I like how it's so big it just barely fits in the box.
Right. Let's see. Stable units, more HP. Trying to remember this.
He doesn't actually have any infantry at the barracks. It's just a whole bunch of X's there.
Oh, true. Yeah, he's got like nothing there. And okay, so he's got the Polish unique tech, slots of privileges, knights cost 60% less gold. With that, I can't see the blacksmith upgrades here for Cav for some reason. Oh no, I'm sorry, I just didn't know where to look. So he gets full armor, he can get paladin. Wow, so wait, 60% less gold, plus stable units costing less, plus all units costing less. So he's gonna have paladins, which are basically like, will feel like Hussar when you go to
pretty much.
Huh. That's a good approach. I like it.
And then next we have Ornlu, who went for the Mangudai option. He tried to stack Cav Archer bonuses for the Mangudai, and he also added in some eco bonuses. He has resources lasting longer, lumberjacks working faster, and he can build the Fatoria. So I think a lot of players just tried to stack military bonuses on top of each other, as he went for a bit of an economy as well.
So I'll say this. I think that's everyone, right? Oh, we haven't looked at Andy. Let me look at Andy quick, and then I'll give my opinion on some of the things here. Andy, who we should remind people, is actually a replacement for ACCM. So as of like 20 minutes ago, I don't think Andy even knew this was happening. But
we just grabbed him off the street and pulled him into this.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I could find a player. And sure enough, he was down. And so he didn't know what this was. ACCM is probably sleeping, unfortunately. So he didn't get to choose his bonuses, and he's got a cataphract civ. I was thinking like cataphracts and hussars from him, and he's stuck with it. I think you said he made a comment that he didn't necessarily like his bonuses.
Yeah. The thing that stands out to me is fervor and sanctity affecting villagers. Maybe ACCM was thinking to use the stone from the Fatoria to build lots of bombard towers.
Okay.
But then he doesn't have treadmill crane, so I don't know what he was thinking.
All right. Well, I really like, of all the civs that I want to work well, there's two here. I want to see the conks from Deontay for Life. I want to see that king approach, king sniping approach work when we're probably going to see a lot of pressure for the middle. That always creates fun King of the Hill games because 9 times out of 10, people are just playing safe at home and going to the middle. And then I'm just a big fan of recurve bow and silk armor techs. I love Cav Archer units. So I'm rooting for Ornlu here because silk armor plus recurve bow plus Mangudai, it just sounds so sick. I'm not sure if it'll work, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah, I think the Mangudai might struggle against all of the elephants.
Yeah,
but then again,
I think
Ornlu,
so
his
too.
neighbor doesn't know what civ he's using, so maybe Ornlu can get a bit of an early advantage there if he tries to pressure frickin' Andy.
It's funny. You know what's bothering me right now, and this is so not a T90 thing to say, but I'm looking at the architecture for Andy, and I just can't think cataphracts. I can't think cataphracts. I'm like, that does not make sense. This is not fitting.
Yeah, we had one player, I think he might have been trying to be a bit sneaky. He named his civ the Brit-Ethiopians, like a combination between Britons and Ethiopians. And then he didn't even use an archer. He just, that entire archer line was not present. He just made elephants.
All right, well, lots of economies here. Right now, a pretty big lead for Ornlu, as he's got fishing ships out and then flightless bird. But to be expected, I think at this point, we're not seeing any king sniping attempts. Players are just going to macro as much as possible. And it's overall pretty close, but nice move here from Andy. He's not making Madri very happy. He's attacking Madri's monks, and I think he's going to lose the
boy.
scout.
Might just get one more monk and delete it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no, he doesn't get it.
Yeah. Oh, I was sorry. I was actually behind live time. I'm like speeding up right now.
Oh, okay. Let me do that too.
I don't know where you were at, but it definitely was like I was 10 seconds behind, so I just pressed fast forward.
Okay. I just did that too.
Okay, cool. I think we were both around the same point, but we were in that live time, so. But yeah, relics in the middle, something Madri's focusing on, and he's gone double monasteries. He's got 5 right now, with a 6th on the way back and a 7th. So, I mean, no one else really seems to be rushing out there like Madri.
Yeah, as the arena clown, might be what you expect for him, but that is a lot of monks.
Right? Yeah, it's a little abnormal, I think. But he's used his scout. He's just sniped Eli's monk. Now, I think it's important to bring this up because it wasn't that long ago. It was just about like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But Madri and freaking Andy, who are neighbors here, did play together in Regicide Rumble 4's conclusion and the Pilgrims game. And they were down to the final 3. And so like they're used to conversing with each other in like free-for-all type situations. So I could kind of see these two either being at odds right away due to that, or having a little bit more trust for each other. Because
I
of
see
that recent
Ganji talking in the chat, asking if anyone's doing army.
Yeah. They're kind of treating it like diplomacy, aren't they? Like they're talking about it, but I think it is a straight free-for-all. I don't think they can change their alliances, right?
Yeah, it is a straight free-for-all. And the worrying thing for Moji, though, he's gotten the relics, but he's also tied at the bottom in terms of villager count.
Yep. I like I kind of like it, though, because if your score is really high because of a crazy boom in early Imperial Age when people are making military, people are going to be more prone to attack you.
Exactly.
So getting the relics will lower your score, but then in the late game, you're going to have more gold. And man, he's doing such a good job with his monks. He converts more scouts below the monument. Yeah, I would say just build a castle next to your monasteries if you're Madri. You don't want to lose those.
Yeah, I'd say build another monastery in the back and start moving them back there.
Right. Well, there's a castle from Deontay next to him, and we talked about the conquistadors. So that's something you might need to be worried about.
How many TCs does Deontay have? He's on 5 now. It is First Crusade territory.
True, yeah. Now, there's no, like, cost difference, right? So First Crusade is still, like, 500 food, 300 gold, or whatever it is.
I think so, yeah. I think we can check in the tech tree if we hover over it.
Oh, wait, you can hover over the tech?
Yeah, and it should show that. I don't know if it changes. But it says 300 food, 600 gold.
Okay.
I'm going to hope that's accurate.
Yeah, no, I think that is accurate. I always forget. It always feels like it's a tech that you don't want to get in Castle Age, though, because that's like half of the resources to go Imperial Age.
Right.
Sometimes it's better to just go Imp, and then like if you're getting pressured, you can just get it later. But I think here's the play with First Crusade. First Crusade can take you over 200 pop, which I think is a mistake. I don't think it should be possible. But anyways, it can.
Oh, you're right.
So you can go to like 200 pop with 50 conks, so you have 150 economy, which is an incredible amount. And then you could just magically get 35 more conks on top of that. So your first attack can be insane.
And you could also do that, like if you're trying to hold the monument at the end, you push your pop really high just to get a bunch of units next to it.
Yeah. Didn't someone here have a, Oh, I see it. Okay, it is Ethan. So gunpowder units +1 attack per university technology research. I was wondering why he was researching fortified wall, and he didn't have walls, so that makes sense.
He's got masonry and murder holes coming in right now.
Yep. So just getting all the techs he can. Now, will that show on the Conquistador? Will that say 16 plus...
Yeah, it will.
5 or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we saw the organ guns earlier. They were like 20 plus 19.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you know how it is with gunpowder, right? It's like, or certain units don't show the stats in the same way. I just wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, Andy, What you doing? Says Ornlu publicly. And Andy says, read.
He's writing something in Palisades.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought he was like, read the messages I sent before. I did notice the Palisades. Keep in mind, this is the player that didn't know he was going to be playing this until now a half hour ago. So, I don't know. P... Any guesses here?
Oh, there's First Crusade.
Oh,
and
I
they're
heard
the
it.
Conquistadors, and they're heading to Modri.
Oh, man.
This also
16
became
plus
very
3.
laggy for me all of a sudden.
Oh, did it? Yeah, this could get with First Crusade, or like even when Pop gets crazy, could get stuttery. He's attacking Modri right now. Modri's about to hit him, and he decided to go First Crusade and attack him before he's in him. But I think this is a mistake. Like,
It's a big risk.
Yeah, it's a massive risk.
Those Conquistadors do a lot of damage to buildings, but they are going to have to run underneath castles, and Modri does have a lot of monks to defend.
Oh my god, the TC's going down so fast, though. The TC's going down so fast. The king ejects on the other side,
The king-
though. Great
he gets
job
to the
from
castle.
Modri. Yeah. I think it's too risky, but I admire the attempt. Though I think there will be repercussions for this.
I think there will be.
By the way, I think freaking Andy's trying to say peace in the middle. He wants peace, but I can't, like, P-E.
Oh, yes.
And then that does
That makes
not at all
sense.
look like an A.
It kind of does. It's got like the two sides in the middle bit.
You know, my 6-year-old nephew, well, I guess at 6, it's like you should be able to do letters, but he would...
Should be able to write Palisade words better than that.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty sure when he was like 2 weeks old, he could write an A better than that, but that's fine. Purse. Purse, yeah.
Purse.
Okay, so Ethan says had to try. I don't think Modri's the type of player who's just going to be like, hey, respect, bro. I'm not going to attack you now. I think he's going to pressure, so...
Yeah, I think Modri's going to get some revenge.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ornlu, he can make Victorias in the long run, I think. And there's something about resources lasting longer you'll have to remind me, but he's just being real passive here. 157 eco is the highest in the game. And so he is going for the patient approach, even with some walls. I'm still holding out hope that his Mangadai are just insane.
Yeah, well, his resources last 15% longer. So all of the gold he has under that TC, it's like the mines bonus.
Yep.
And he has another gold in the back he hasn't even started mining yet.
All right, so I'm seeing the camel archers for Ganji. He's massing right now. I saw some knights for Eli. He must have a speed bonus. I always forget. He's getting Farimba now, actually. It's not bad.
Those paladins are going to be insane.
So he gets...
The Flightless Bird has just gone to 197 villagers, so he's just booming away.
Right. And getting technologies. And those technologies are surrounding elephants, if I'm not mistaken. So makes sense to go for what is essentially a crazy overboom. Now, does is it war elephants? Yeah, he's gonna
look
have
at
to use
his
the
castle
castles.
fortress. He's fortified, walled in, 4 castles, and he's going to be making war elephants from them.
Yes.
Speaking of elephants, we actually have elephants from Deontay now. And we do have some elephant archers, but mainly monks for Modri. But unfortunately for Deontay, it's fallen apart, and it just got really badly housed. Is going to go elephant conk against an army comprised of monks, which against an arena player could be awkward.
It could be. Remember, that First Crusade will help his elephants, but it is Modri he's going against.
Yeah. You've got to think at least half these elephants get converted. And then he's got elephant archers behind. I kind of forget. I guess Modri's bonuses... Husk swords, when it says elephant +3 attack, does that apply to elephant archers in this case?
It does, yes.
Ah, makes sense then. Okay. Eli's paladins, 212 HP. That's a lot. He's got 9 pierce armor, which is also nuts.
And standing outside of
14 +
Ornlu's
7
walls.
attack. Yeah, Ornlu is not ready for this yet. He is not
Well,
ready
he's got to
at
be
all.
careful he doesn't overchop on the left-hand side there. He's got 2 villagers working at that tree.
Oh, you're
He
right.
pulls him
Yeah.
back. That's when
Yeah, I mean-
resources lasting longer helps. It stops you from overchopping.
Yeah, that's why. That's probably why he researched it, knowing Ornlu. He thought ahead.
Oh, he's going back to the same tree again. No, Ornlu.
Watch Gray win this game with 2 light Kev in the middle. Just everyone forgets about the mid.
Yeah. Oh, look at Eli. Sorry, aggressive stance. Didn't mean to attack you there.
Yeah. Well, here are the elephants. They could always get stronger, but Deontay, I mentioned the Regicide Rumble game. Well, he died first in that. Madri was in that game. Madri's in this game, and Madri's the one doing it to him here.
The elephant archers don't do too much damage to them.
That's
And
true.
my game is lagging when it tries to look at this fight.
Been there, dude. I'm unfortunate mine's not stuttering too much, but man, I mean, you're probably going to see a lot of blue running away at the very least because Madri's got a piece out of here.
Yeah, they can't do much damage there.
Well, it's
Let me
8
see if
Pierce
I
Armor on the
can-
elephants. He doesn't even have elite elephant archer yet. He's only doing 2 damage a hit, which is not a lot against an elephant that has 420 HP. Holy cow.
It's not. He's going to need some other unit to help deal with those elephants because now that first crusade does help against those monks. And let me just
true.
check
Yeah.
his tech tree.
Also, Wonder being built by freaking Andy in the middle. So that, if I'm remembering this correctly, did not cost him wood.
Yep.
And then
And gives him 50
plus
pop
50
space.
pop space. Yeah, nice.
Well,
He's going mid.
Moji is on the back foot here.
He very much is. Those elephants are too tough to stop. Deontay has been brought back to life here, and elephant was not something I really was excited for. I was excited for the conquistadors, but he should just continue to make the elephants now. Looks like there's been a pause. I'm sure the players are also lagging like crazy if we're having this.
I bet.
issue.
You're going to do anything about this lag?
It's unplayable,
Unplayable for
ranged
ranged units. Trying to attack move
Yeah.
his elephants.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying that the lag isn't a lot because I don't know, and I've been there and it sucks. But over the last 2 minutes, he got completely smashed, and I don't think it had anything to do with the lag. I think it has to do with the units here. I mean, 420 HP elephants, royal battle elephants, 20 attack, 8 pierce armor, and you would need quick math, 240 hits to kill 1 elephant. This is a unit problem here.
Yeah,
for
and like
sure.
if you look at Modri's tech tree, he does have halves, but I don't think he has anything else that can deal with elephants. And even the halves would have a pretty big struggle against the elephants since they have the Sicilian resistance bonus.
Yeah, I mean, I expected him to go for his own royal elephants because then he would have tusk swords, which would gives him extra attack, and then also mahouts. But I guess he's committed now. He kind of opened with the elephant archers. Feels weird to not even have elite at this point, you know? Like, that would give you a bit of extra attack.
Oh, maybe it's just the
And,
lag.
Yeah. We'll see. It must be. But bad spot for him. Great recovery from Deontay. And now we have even more elephants going to the middle. This is Flightless Bird. He must have deleted some villagers, T-West. And he is
He did delete
ready.
villagers because he has elephants now.
Yep. Ready to
Because
rumble
actually,
out
while
there.
that's going on, the Wonder Timer has started ticking down, and freaking Andy is there in the middle with some winged hussars. Maybe he could make a quick pivot to army and try to take it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that ultimately Eli is probably going to head there. I think Eli and Ornlu don't trust each other at the moment. But if Andy starts to say, like, hey, there's elephants in the middle, then I think the others are going to have to go in there.
Oh, but Flightless Bird doesn't want to fight yet. He's going to back off.
Ooh, wait,
just
the
wants to
middle is
stop
always
the-
visible on this map.
Yes.
Okay, that's a huge thing. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So you can't just like sneak around and go to the middle without people knowing.
Okay, that's really good. I like that. That
Yeah.
changes
Now
things.
all the
because
Ornlus
it's
are
sometimes
chasing
hard
the
to see.
elephants.
Oh yeah, looks like it. It's so weird to see so many elephants in one game. But
I think we're gonna
Madri,
see
what's
some
his
more.
Pop? Madri's at 120 pop. This is going to help with the lag. You just got to defeat him. Then there's less population on the map.
That's true. The more you defeat people, the less the game will lag.
I'm
Actually,
pretty
you know
sure
what
the
we
devs
did?
would never say that, but that's exactly what it is. Just kill your buddies and the lag will go away.
Actually, what we did though is since we were waiting for ACCM, I think we had Ornlu host this game on the US West server, so that might be a horrible server for everyone else other than Flightless Bird.
Oh, yeah, West is really bad. That's like the worst possible server. Okay, well, that could be part of it. But I shouldn't contribute to lag, right? That should just be delay.
Yeah.
The lag should be more of a PC thing. I think the ping is more of like response, and that could be an issue with monks too. But I think Madri's dead here. He's gonna try and go Halp. I don't know about you though, T-West. My thought process when thinking about this is like, these gold units that everyone's making are so incredibly strong that Halbs are so bad in this.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree with
it just
that.
doesn't
I
make
think the
any
problem
sense
is
to
he
go
just
counter
doesn't have
unit.
another unit he can make.
Yeah. Well, bad news for Madri. We do have bad news right now for Hammer Time, potentially. He's got the 8+11 attack Karambit Warriors, 48 HP, which I think is more than normal. And he's up against the Paladins, where I feel like the Paladins will own, but I haven't seen a straight-up fight happen yet.
Well, we haven't seen a fight where Hammer Time has about 200 Karambit Warriors. He only has about 60 or 70 right now.
True, yeah.
So it's time to make the game lag even more.
Yeah, I mean, what is good for him is that he named his team name 400, right? Because he knows that you can, in theory, make 400 of these things because they only take up half population space. I think the
Right.
cost as well is really good for him, so that means he's got longevity here.
Yeah, I mean, I think they cost only 20 food with all of the upgrades he stacked on them.
Mm-hmm. What do you think
it
about
looks like the Paladins
the way
are retreating.
Freaking Andy is playing with his Civ right now? Just Hussars and Towers at the moment.
Yeah, I think Hammer Time and Eli need to stop fighting each other and go for the middle.
Maybe. Yeah, Ornlu is going to join at one point. Okay, these Karambits shredded those buildings. Holy cow. It's really fast.
Oh, wow, they are.
Yeah, and Red says middle now. So he says middle.
Yes.
There's a yes from Ganji. He signals. Ganji's Camel Archers, they've got to be having more upgrades than they did before, but I don't know. The 92 HP, 8+5 just doesn't really jump out at me. I've seen some of the other bonuses.
The Karambits are going for his King Snipes too. They just tore apart a TC, but I think they'll die to the Paladins now. And here comes everyone to the middle.
Yeah, and we get to see Ornlu's Mangadai. I feel like he's missing upgrades here. Maybe not. He's got recurve bow, so he's got +1 attack and +1 range.
And they got +5
He has extra
total.
pierce armor. They seem to be firing rather slow, and it brings me back to my question earlier. I was like trying to remember what Mongols have as a civ for their
They have
faster
that
firing
faster
speed.
firing bonus as the Civ bonus, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like he had to use a bonus to get that back essentially. One of the bonuses he had to use here gave him +25%. So I don't know. We'll see. But he just wanted to contribute to the middle, and it's reset a couple times now. So I don't think anyone will clearly win it there.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, the elephants are fighting the Karambits. And let's see who wins this.
Oh, yep, true.
Karambits are just going to run away.
Speaking of running away, we have a wall builder maze game with Madri in the north, as he's very thankful that these wood lions always have holes in them now.
He is.
This is funny. This is really
Here's
funny.
his king,
I mean,
though. His king is escaping to the left-hand side.
yeah. That's great.
He's built the walls as a sneak tactic, and he's running away from them.
You know, kind of looks like Ornlu might be tempted to continue an attack against Andy. Andy just making winged hussars here. I really don't think that's going to be great for him long term, but he has been really assertive in the middle, which always gives him a chance.
You ever get to that point where the game feels so laggy that you can't really scroll?
I've been there. Yep.
Yeah.
Are you
So the
there
one
right
thing
now?
about Andy is all of these buildings, they are, of course, on that cracked dirt terrain, so they will be easier to take out if other
Yeah.
players like coordinate where some people fight in the middle and one person goes to snipe the buildings.
Is it just me, or are these Mangudai from Orlu firing slower than regular Elite Mangudai?
They might be
Feels
firing at a
slightly
normal
slower.
pace, but just lagging.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. He doesn't have many farmers anymore. Oh, he's going for Fatorias. Wow, he's only at 33 vills. So he's going for Fatorias. I'm not sure I agree with that, but there might not be any gold otherwise. I guess they can't trade, so I take it back. I think that's a good play. And wow, this fight from Hammer Time against these 212 HP Paladins is actually going pretty good with the Karambits and Halbs.
Oh yeah, he is mixing in halbs. Of course, the cheaper infantry bonuses will apply to the halbs as well.
Yeah, and also whatever bonuses he's gone for give them more HP and more attack. So this is where a situation where I like it. But he's got 6 plus 11 halbs. Not too bad.
And he is getting cleaned up, but I would say that would be a very cost-effective fight for him, but those paladins are also ridiculously cheap.
Where's Madri's King? Okay, Madri's King is walled in. And it's funny to me, we're still seeing university technologies for Deontay. So he's got 18 plus 11 on his gunpowder right now. That's insane.
Is he? And he's getting all of the relics that Modri had collected earlier, so he's going to have a pretty big gold supply.
And he's got space, too. Space to run, space to expand. He's looking for Madri. He doesn't seem to know. I guess you can't research treason in this, would be my guess.
You can. He might just not want to.
Okay. There's
Spend
a
the gold.
signal. Someone said, tell me where Madri is, and then Hammer Time signaled him. Okay, we have a fight right now between Flightless Bird and Ganji. The Elephants against the Hufnitze and the Camel Archers. And
interesting.
The Elephants are tanky, but it kind of feels like if the Siege gets a couple hits in here, the splash damage will mean that the Elephants will eventually die out.
They need to get quite a few hits in, because they do have 55 attack, but that is against 650 HP. That's like 10 cannon shots to kill an elephant.
Yeah, the lag's catching up with me now. This one, next time you do this, you should just get like a PC sponsor. Like, are you tired of your game lagging when you play CivBuilder mod? Well, you should try this PC. And obviously, like, I think we all know that.
We all know no matter what they play on, it's gonna lag like this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're gonna complain when it lags. This is just how it goes when you stretch the limits of the game.
Oh, I like this though. I see a siege onager being added in with the elephants for Flightless Bird.
That's good. That's really good, especially against camel archers that only have 92 HP. A couple hits there, and it could be really good.
And especially against the Hafnitze in the lag, if he gets one onager hit on them.
Yep. I don't know if there's much that Madri can do at this point. He has one villager to try and maybe get revenge on green, but there's no way that's going to do much. So he just kind of is along for the ride. I guess in theory he could win with the monument countdown.
He could, yeah.
Yeah, in theory. So we'll see.
Well, we did see earlier today, we had a few players who were defeated who still managed to retake the monument a couple times with the units that were standing around there.
Yeah, I guess the problem in Madri's case being alive is that he can't reboom right now. At least I don't think so.
Yeah,
He's kind of stuck.
Oh, he has one big problem, and that is he only has 98 wood.
Yep.
And one villager, so he can't even build a lumber camp.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to get around that. There's no way. You're stuck.
Oh, there is a way. There is a way. I think he could chop 10 wood, and then he needs to steal a farm while the villager is holding the wood.
Oh, if you steal a farm, does it drop it off?
Oh, if the farm is not complete, you can like steal the farm and then drop it off. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. And hey, he's seeing new farms right there, so.
Yeah, he has a chance. or maybe he steals a lumber camp somewhere. Oh, he does, all the way to the right. That Vil would have to go on quite the journey.
Lumber camp. I like how we're focused on this because this is important right now. Yep, there's the lumber camp. So, honestly, after everything that's transpired, I think it's very hard to call a favorite, but I want to lean towards Deontay for life. because the
Look at all
elephants
those
and the
elephants he
conchs.
has.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is like we haven't even seen the conchs in their final form yet. The last time we saw the conquistadors, they were Castle Age conquistadors. And so I think that if he goes full elephant, full conch, it might be the strongest force in the game right now.
Yeah. No, one thing that I worry about is he just has so many elephants. Even if he's losing, I'm not sure if they can be killed in time.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good point with elephants, right? Is like when it comes to the monument victory, you just need one unit in there, and the tankier the unit, the better for you.
Again, she's saying hopefully it's spectatable in this lag.
And mine's actually not super bad anymore, but I know it's probably a pain. It's all right. The people who appreciate this stuff, they're used to the lag.
They'll watch it.
Yeah, the people who watch this stuff, everyone who's listening to this, like we know you guys. You love the crazy stuff. You accept this is kind of how it goes.
It looks like we're having a big elephant fight in the middle now. And I think people actually need to go to the middle, otherwise Deontay might just win.
Yeah, no, I think I'm with you. And here comes Ornlu. He did have to like stop fighting Gray. But Ornlu's gonna have Halbs and he's gonna have Mangadai. But 50 years is not a long time in this, and you're right. Like Red's saying middle right now, I think Teal and Purple are gonna have to go to the middle to help out here.
And the one advantage they have is Deontay doesn't really have forward stables. He's just trying to add them in now.
Oh, these elephants are eating the other elephants. It might be just a numbers thing, but I think, do they have attack speed bonus?
I think they do. And I think he also just has more numbers.
Yeah. Trying to see, they move 30% faster. And the upgrades were free. Yeah, he's got a lot of speed bonuses, but yeah, I mean, he's got close stables. He's got units in queue. This is his time. You can do two things. You can try and snipe his king. He's deleted his vills. T-West.
He's going for it.
He's deleted his vills. He's going for it.
He has the resource bank.
And
here come the
everyone's
paladins, here
coming
come
to the middle.
Archers and everyone else.
Oh man, now here where it gets tough is like in a free-for-all, you have to focus fire down the green things, and that's so tough to do. You're gonna see them attacking each other, the players they don't want to be attacking. And also, now Purple is going in for Teal, and Teal's going to be like, hey, I'm trying to contribute in the middle right now.
Right.
So, like, don't kill me, but that's also how it goes. That's a risk you take.
We see that he's spent all of his gold. All of his elephants are now queued. So that's going to be all of his army at this point. He's just trying to keep sending them in.
He's won this game. There's no way they can kill that many. With another, like, 50 or so elephants in queue, and they'll get here so quickly, he's going to at least have one unit alive in 20 years.
And
I don't think that
I think he's got this.
Eli's going to be too pleased with hammer time at the conclusion of this.
He needs those karambits to get to this slideshow in the middle.
Yep. And here he comes. I mean, you know, we mentioned that elephant bonus. We haven't really seen it utilized until this moment. So let's see how strong it is. I'm going to assume that since karambits are so weak, that it's not going to be enough. With 10 years now, he's kind of
a big
out.
swarm of karambits.
He's out of money, or why did I say money? Gold, sorry, to make more elephants.
Yeah,
he doesn't
his
have
queue
that
is
many.
now empty. But he has 5 years to hold this.
He can do it, though. He's got 26 in the mid that I can see. Another 10 come in here. And well played, Deontay for life. He pretty much defeated Madri. And he then comes in, gets the victory. You know, we kind of said it with the introduction. I said that, like, this guy, he told me about this 3 weeks ago. Like, he really likes this type of thing. I'm sure he did his research, created some civs, toyed around with it. And
he was definitely prepared.
Yeah. Took some risks, too. Like, he could have easily died after poking the bear, so to speak, against Madri. Like, he didn't have to make Madri angry. He did it. Fell back, recovered, pushed the guy to the edge of the map, and they got the victory. So, well played.
That's pretty impressive considering that his Conquistador snipe failed at the beginning. Moji's king got away.
Right.
He was able to rebuild after that.
And what we also didn't see was, like, I don't want to say half of his bonuses, but maybe a third of his bonuses. Gunpowder units +1 attack per university. Gunpowder units +12 attack versus buildings. I mean, we saw it in random instances, but it's not like in the middle there. that was utilized in any way. It was his economy, and then I think all that movement speed was really helpful for him there.
Yeah, for getting the reinforcements from all those stables back in his base down to the middle of the map in time.
I wonder what the KD looks like here.
Let's check.
Well, I mean, we know who was attacking the Karambit Warriors, right? So,
That we do.
yeah.
Oh gosh, hammer time.
Yeah, I get the thought process, and again, like, you don't necessarily know. That's what's fun about this. You have to build up your civ, and you try and be unique about it. But I think it's fair to say, at least against Eli's civ, which was very cav heavy, that maybe, just maybe, the whole Karambit bonus versus elephants thing was a little too situational for this type of a game. Because against the
Yeah.
Paladins, it didn't look good.
I think Deontay also had a pretty good matchup since Moji didn't have a great counter to his elephants.
Yeah. It's funny how that works, right? Like, one person wanted to counter elephants and wasn't being attacked by elephants in hammer time. And then, had that been the case for Madri, if Madri wasn't up against elephants, he would have benefited. But elephants seem to be the talking point with this. I could be wrong. I know you mentioned the crazy Portuguese game. I want to check that one out, where the organ guns had all the gunpowder bonuses, but
Yeah,
I feel like
that
elephants
was,
are just so strong.
Yeah, it's not. I don't even think it's that they're that strong. It's just that they take forever to die, and that with the
Yeah,
Sicilians
true.
bonus, that you just can't kill them fast enough when they get to the middle.
I think if you can combine them with some type of not eco bonus but discount too, like
Right.
that's where this can get to be really insane. And I wonder if maybe I'm looking around at the player resources right now. Like maybe this is a little different if the map has like 8 more tiles of gold per player because everyone was at the limit. So the timing was so right for Deontay because he's at the limit on gold, but like Red doesn't have a lot banked, though he's got a big queue. I'm not seeing
Well, remember,
anyone
Red was
banking
just
like
making elephants that
3,000
didn't
gold.
cost gold, so he has
True.
90,000 food for that.
Yeah, true. Yeah. In any event, Deontay saw an opportunity. He took it. The timing was perfect. And well played to him. It was
And
fun.
he says Moji's relics really saved him. That's true. He had 11 relics
True.
at the end.
Yeah, let me look. 11 relics. We kind of mentioned that, right? Of like put a castle next to that thing and then he lost his
Right.
base. Yeah, he got
Is
4,000 extra gold from those relics.
Yeah, he was really close to running out of gold at the end. He just, like, you see how the elephant queue ends a few elephants up. If that was
Yeah.
another, like, 15 years or so, I think he probably loses it.
Or if Madri wasn't completely dead. Like if Madri is even
Right.
like half limping something to the middle, then I think that's just enough to deter him from winning. Okay, so I want to go over this real quick because this is still kind of new to me too. I know it's been out for a bit. Is it krakenmeister.com you go to make the civs and then it gives you a mod to put in the game? How does this work exactly so people know?
Yep, you go to, it's krakenmeister.com/civbuilder, and it basically gives you like a technology tree that you click on to pick the different units you want. And then you can go through a menu and pick your civ bonuses, your team bonus, your unique unit. And
Cool.
then you can download a mod that you can play with, and you can combine multiple civs into a mod like we did here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure that was the case. I'd seen you talk about this. I'd seen Spirit of the Law. I think he made a video on it, kind of explaining how it works. This is the first time that I ever really toyed around with it, so I'm glad you asked me. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it has some potential. I'd like to do more things with it, but I think we need to come up with some more settings so that we don't just have elephant spams winning free for alls every game.
Yeah. That's the tricky thing. It's like we've had situations in just regular free for alls and diplomacy games where we start to feel like, okay, Mongols, for example, OP in regular Diplo, Bombard Towers.
Yes.
You start to make mods because they'll test the limits. So I'm still not totally convinced that elephants equals victory. I think that a lot of how Deontay played this came down to killing Madri and the right timing on it. But
Yeah, the
elephants
timing
inherently are just more pop efficient than any other unit because they're just so chonky. So
right. Both the timing and the luck that the player he decided to attack was the one who had all the relics.
yeah, true. Okay, now here's a thought.
Right.
Teutonic Knights,
Okay.
Druzina. Believe a speed boost would also be helpful. And is there a way to get an HP boost for infantry?
Vikings.
Vikings. What type of HP boost would that give an Elite Teutonic Knight? From like 100. I think Elite's
Let's check.
100.
So it would be plus 20% in Imperial Age.
That's not that much. See, the problem is that's 120 HP versus 420 or 600. It's still like,
This is 650.
yeah, it's like still so much HP on the elephant. So as much as I'd love for Teutonic Knights to work, like maybe like Khmer Scorpions with drill, and yeah, maybe you got to use Scorps, man. Someone needs to
Maybe.
go Scorpion Civ.
I feel like how much bonus attack do they actually get? Because the Sicilian's bonus might negate a lot of that.
Oh, you mean Scorpions?
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I just know that they have bonus damage versus elephants. So, yeah,
Oh,
someone
that's right. You can
says-
upgrade the Scorpions too. You can get Imperial Scorpions.
Oh, really? That's a thing. Okay, so Imp Scorpion, we're like dictating. Someone's gonna have to test this for us and let us know. We have Imperial Scorpions, but then Torsen engines from Ethiopians. Your next
Right.
unique tech would be double crossbow from Khmer. Or drill. I think drill would be really nice because of the movement.
Yeah.
And
Well, actually, those organ guns we saw earlier, I think they did a pretty good job of tearing through elephants.
oh yeah,
But that might just be. I think they discovered the most broken unit they could create, and that was those organ guns.
yeah, that was pretty cool. All right, man. Well, I had fun. Again, congrats to Deontay. I'm a little biased, but I'm very pleased that he got the victory there. He played well. We'll have to maybe one of these days. It's going to be a busy month or two, but maybe one of these days we could collab a little bit on something like this, and do like a community game Friday. Do the next
Yeah,
event.
that'd be cool.
And set some restrictions or just like put a fun spin on it, you know?
Yeah, I think
Have,
it'd be
like,
fun to
a
do a
couple-
draft mode.
Yeah, the problem with the draft mode is like, I feel like with a draft mode, let's say you have 8 players in a game, I feel like 50% of players are going to make a couple mistakes in their draft, and then the other 50% are going to get it right, and they're going to dominate.
Right.
So I actually love the idea of people scheming and building their own civ, but this is like the first time we've had high level players in it. So I think like anything, you need to do it a couple times, and like
Yeah, you gotta
Madri's gonna
iterate
go
on it.
back. Yeah, and Madri's gonna be like, oh, okay, well that was bad, you know, and he's gonna revisit it. So I actually prefer players being able to draft. And what you could do, sorry to keep talking about ideas, but you could set restrictions on what type of civ someone could build based on elo. So like if you determine that elephants are OP, you could say, okay, the top 3 elo players, you can't use more than 2 elephant techs or whatever. But that's like a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah. Or I think maybe
there's
we
ideas.
need it's like there's a point system for choosing units, but there's no point system for using techs.
Oh, really?
think,
I didn't know that.
Or for bonuses. I think maybe if we had some type of point system there and made it more expensive if you tried to stack things on top of each other, that could help out.
I did not know that. Yeah, I mean, I just assumed that the technologies had point systems or point values on it. So I guess that's built into the website, right? That would have to be changed
Yeah,
there.
it's built into the website.
Got it. Well, maybe pass that info along at some point.
Yeah, I know Krakenmeister is working on the website. He did make a few improvements to it while we were putting this together. So thank you to
cool.
him.
Yeah, sweet stuff, man. Yeah, nice event. Hope all the other games went well. I'll have to rewatch them, and we'll talk soon then.
Yep. All right. I'll see you later.
All right, later, man.